Hello, bud. How's she going?
This week on isletunes, we follow up last week's focus on the nominees for the Music PEI Awards with a focus on the winners. Hear the songs that took home the trophies and learn who won in every category. Yous ready, PEI? Let's get her done! Hello, Prince Edward Island! I am your host, Adam Michael James, and you are listening to isletunes for the week of March 10th, 2024. Did you remember to spring forward? Yeah, a little thing called daylight saving time. Not the plural, savings. But we're gonna spring forward on this here podcast, which is the only one to play nothing but music from Prince Edward Island artists, by the way, by letting you know who walked away with top honors at Music PEI's Awards Gala, which is just wrapped up. I want to thank them for their participation in these past two episodes. Of course, last week they filled the isletunes playlist with songs by nominees. I also want to thank them for trusting me with the list of winners, which I received exclusive access to in order to put this episode together. I considered that an honor, and one I did not take lightly. I was sworn to secrecy, and I didn't tell a soul. Until now. Because I take swearing seriously. Very f***ing seriously. But enough of such levity. You don't want to hear me yammering on. You want to know who won at the Music PEI Awards. Cool, I'll indulge us. This first musical medalist started life as a self-professed, quote, nerdy skater kid, unquote, and he put out his first EP in 2013. Over time, his releases earned him both Music PEI and ECMA nominations, and we can look forward to his latest record, North American Dream Kid, in June. But it's his previous one that helped him reach the top spot in this year's Songwriter of the Year category, a superlative also bestowed upon him at the 2021 Awards. With the title track from his EP, Modern Classic, here's Music PEI's two-time Songwriter of the Year, Dylan Menzie, on isletunes.
You've got all the class of a cabaret lounge. Somehow you're in the past with a brand new sound. You got there first, but you feel nostalgic, and that's the curse of a modern classic. You scroll on your phone while you suck on cigars. They put an electric soul in a classic car. And don't you know that it drives like magic? And that's the curse of a modern classic. Da 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 You swing for the fences, but you're misunderstood. If they got your references, all would be good. You're in your prime, but you feel like you've passed it. And that's the curse of a modern classic. Da 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 And that's the curse of a modern classic. Curse of a modern classic. And that's the curse of a modern classic. Oh, that's the curse of a modern classic.
Her skin glowed in the pool hall lights. Said she didn't play much, just every other night. Loser buys a beer, said that's okay. I brought some money to blow anyway. We took a ride in her daddy's black Mercedes, and he found out he would have cut off the place where the babies come from before they ever feel the wind in their hair. And it dawned on me when the sun came up, we just wanted someone to look at us. Something that's forbidden, something too soon. Funny how you never find it under the moon. Ooh. I think it's time I got you home. We parked it by the river and smelled the stars shining. That's what happens when the windows are winding. We hot boxed 11, swore we'd be together till the morning sun. Face lit up as the headlights were buzzing. Butterflies fly, it's too early for loving. Leaned in for the kiss, shooting star wish is finally coming true. And it dawned on me when the sun came up, we just wanted someone to look at us. Something that's forbidden, something too soon. Funny how you never find it under the moon. Ooh. I think it's time I got you home. But when I got home I realized you were on the run and so was I. This would never be more than what it was. All but what it was fun. And it dawned on me when the sun came up, we just wanted someone to look at us. Something that's forbidden, something too soon. Funny how you never find it under the moon. It dawned on me when the sun came up, we just wanted someone to look at us. Something that's forbidden, something too soon. Funny how you never find it under the moon. Alright. I think it's time I got you home.
One part Merle Haggard, one part Keith Whitley, one part Milton Acorn? PEI's very own cowboy poet, Lawrence Maxwell, crowned Entertainer of the Year by Music PEI. That's his most recent single, Got You Home, on iTunes. A most fitting designation, as Lawrence is just as adept at performing his own repertoire as he is his Merle Haggard tribute shows. I wasn't kidding about the poet part either. His debut poetry book, Collection Plates and Slot Machines, came out last year, and Lawrence isn't above throwing some prose in with his crooning. Lawrence Maxwell is just one of the many PEI artists whose full video interviews are up on Patreon, where for 5 simple loonies a month, or 2.5 toonies if you prefer, you can both get access to this exclusive island-only content and support this podcast at the same time. Patreon.com/isletunes is how. Lawrence talked a lot about what inspired his poetry book, too. I thank you in advance for patronizing Patreon. If PEI had to be described as a bakery, up until more recent times, the shelves were pretty much filled with, shall we say, white bread. But the island is becoming more diverse, and it's only natural that would reflect in the music coming out of it. Deciding who would win Music PEI's Achievement in World Music had to be an unenviable task, but someone had to win, and this someone is known for popularizing an instrument known as a peepaw. It's a 4-stringed, pear-shaped instrument in the same family as a lute, and it's what this next award winner bases her music on. Having mastered the peepaw over the past 20 years, she held her first solo concert in 2014 and moved to the island from China several years ago, bringing this sound to us. This all led to last spring's Riding the Waves EP, and she rode it to the top of this category. Music PEI's Achievement in World Music Award for 2024 goes to Tiffany Liu, and this is Sunshine on Snow from Riding the Waves on isletunes. In Echo on iTunes with their track In the Nick of Time from their album Hemispheres, which won for Album Art of the Year at the Music PEI Awards, with mega kudos to graphic designer Judd Haynes. The cover of Hemispheres, with its teal, gold, white, island red motif and multitude of planets in sky and horizon, is as colorful as In Echo's sound, made up of fiddle, cello, and guitar, and the makeup of the trio itself. Thule Porcher is from Victoria, BC, Carson McKeown is from Ottawa, and Tom Gammons is from Montana, Butte to be exact. Making the track you just heard extra special is that it was recorded for Hemispheres live at the Woodford Folk Festival in Australia, which is attended by 125,000 fans of folk every year. Coming up, the winners of Collège de Lille Prix de l'Acadie, Single of the Year, Rap Hip Hop Recording of the Year, Album of the Year, and that's just getting started. It's not easy to start out in music, especially when the landscape is filled with so many established artists. So to rise above that landscape and make folks take enough notice that you snag Music PEI's New Artist of the Year award, that's no small feat. This act describes their sound as indie and post-punk. They call their instrumentation thin and their vocals nonchalant. While they take inspo from musicians of West Coast Canada, their debut album that hit last summer quickly became part of the island music scene. The trio of Josh Langell, Sam Langell, and Daniel Hardinger are absolute losers, and they pick up New Artist of the Year at the Music PEI Awards for their album At the Mall. Here's the title track on iTunes.
Makes me pull out my hair. They're judging tiny, tedious tasks like I'm not even there. And though I gave them all my days, even great ones on the beach, I guess it's not enough because the boss man's still not pleased. Sit inside the ride, let the poor boy sing a song, rest my feet along the side, teach myself to sing along. How can I go into the world? How can I find my deeper meaning when all my days from 9 to 5 are spent on aisle sweeping? That passionate imperium makes me pull out my hair. They're judging tiny, tedious tasks like I'm not even there. And though I gave them all my days, even great ones on the beach, it'll never be enough until I see the boss man's teeth.
Bonjour tout le monde, c'est Patricia Richard de Sirène et Matelot et vous êtes à l'écoute de isletunes.
Comme les nuits étaient longues, comme la neige profonde, le soleil s'est caché comme un errant banni dans les ombres. Mes chansons m'échappaient, mes paroles sans espoir. Mon cœur était figé dans la glace d'un mirage sans mémoire. Allons printemps, ouvrez les fenêtres, Laissez le vent nous dévoiler une nouvelle promesse. Allons printemps, comme une prière, laissez nos soucis se pendre comme la glace des rivières. Comme les jours étaient courts, comme le temps s'alourdit, les sourires se cachaient comme si le vent a volé nos esprits. Trop demandé pardon, je suis devenu sourd, je suis devenu seul dans une tempête en besoin de secours. Allons printemps, ouvrez les fenêtres, laissez le vent nous dévoiler une nouvelle promesse. Allons printemps, comme une prière, laissez nos soucis se fondre comme la glace des rivières. J'attendais impatiemment beaucoup d'appels, mon numéro, mais mon billet semble décalé au bout de la ligne de ton rouleau. Sous la neige, sous la glace, les arbres nous sont prêts, comme un mousse et les abeilles en attendant que l'on s'éveille. Assez de voir la vie en noir et blanc, nuances de gris sans couleur, sans soleil. Les fleurs et grains de vie sans le sourire que j'ai perdu dans une tempête en février. Tu m'as trouvé juste à temps pour me sauver. Allons printemps, ouvrez les fenêtres, laissez le vent nous dévoiler une nouvelle promesse. Allons printemps, comme une prière, laissez nos soucis se fondre comme la glace des rivières. Allons printemps, ouvrez les fenêtres, laissez le vent nous dévoiler une nouvelle promesse. Allons printemps, comme une prière, laissez nos soucis se fondre comme la glace des rivières. Laissez nos soucis se fondre comme la glace des rivières. Rivière en printemps.
Winning Music PEI Awards for both Contemporary Roots Recording of the Year and Collège de Lille Prix de l'Acadie for last fall's album Un Monde de Dissonance, that's Sirene Matelot on iTunes with Allo Printemps. And I'm sure most of you are ready to start echoing that title's English translation, Hello Spring. Sirene Matelot is the duo of Lenny Gallant and Patricia Richard, and this double-winning album, which features a co-write with recently departed legend Jimmy Buffett, is their second, after their self-titled release in 2019. Lenny and Patricia have said that great beauty can come from dissonance in the world, and every cut on their album seems to prove that. Well, like Marty McFly said, rock and roll. The phrase was initially used to describe the movement of a ship in the ocean, and later came to characterize spiritual fervor in black church rituals, eventually graduating to becoming a sexual metaphor. Though referred to by name in music of the 1920s, 30s, and 40s, it wasn't until 1951 that an American disc jockey mainstreamed the term, and I don't have to tell you the rest. What does that have to do with anything? Rock Recording of the Year is delineated by Music PEI, of course. 2024's winner already comes with quite the musical pedigree, having co-founded and being the frontman for a little group you may have heard of. After that group ungrouped in 2013, he went on to record on his own, the latest of which, Hints and Traces, came out last summer. That quaint little group? 2 hours traffic. The co-founder and vocalist, Liam Corcoran, who rocked his way into Music PEI's Rock Recording of the Year award, and here's a sampling of the Hints and Traces album that earned it. This is Borderline on iTunes. No, not Madonna's Borderline, but as a diehard M fan, don't think I wasn't tempted.
bated breath in its long cold nights under big bright moon. What would you say if you saw me now? Begin my ascent, start my decline. It's right on the borderline. Begin my ascent, start my decline. It's right on the borderline.
Something in the way you look at me, I just fall into a rhythm that you know. I don't really wanna tell you more, baby, 'cause I don't really wanna let you go. I've been falling deep into your love somewhere I've never been. Got me all tied up and feelings coming off the high again. Craving the beat, right by your side is where I wanna be. Feeling alive with you right next to me. Do you wanna run away? Watching our love intertwine. Come closer here and unwind. Can't get you off of my mind. This part gets me every time. Wanna take it back to the time we met. Memories unfold in my mind again. Up all night talking, showed me some love and wondering where you've been all night. Feels like a dream, feeling you all around over me. The thought of you makes it hard to breathe. Do you wanna run away? Watching our love intertwine. Come closer here and unwind. Can't get you off of my mind. This part gets me every time.
Yes, you heard this song last week, but that was when it was only nominated for Music PEI's Video of the Year. This week, it's a winner in that category, Nadia and Intertwine on iTunes. Directed and edited by Griffin O'Toole, it renders Nadia's sultry performance in shades of red and blue, with a little visual surprise at the end. As for Nadia, this win is a step beyond last year's nomination for her song Off the High, which featured island rapper Vince the Messenger. March marches forward as time doesn't stop, but each moment after the present one crystallizes as it becomes the past, including the moment I started recording this bit. So why don't we have a look at a few of those local crystals in a little segment I like to call This Week in PEI History. March 10th, 1873, the terms and conditions for uniting Prince Edward Island with the Dominion of Canada were approved as per the minutes of the Privy Council of Canada, a body that provides professional nonpartisan advice to the Prime Minister, portfolio ministers, the Cabinet, and Cabinet committees. PEI, being part of the Dominion, of course, became official less than 4 months later on July 1st. March 14th, 1823, Church of England clergyman Reverend Theophilus Desbrizay died in Charlottetown. He arrived from Ireland in 1775 and was the only Protestant man of the cloth on the island until 1820. It's ironic that so much of the religious activity Desbrizay became known for happened in Charlottetown, as, before he made a home in town, he lived in Covid for over 20 years and deemed Charlottetown a wicked place. I agreed with that, before they reopened Pizza anyway. Speaking of repeat offenders, last week's episode focused on Music PEI Award nominees. I don't usually bring back an artist for up to 3 months if I can help it, but since some nominees became winners, there's gonna be an overlap. So let's overlap a few more times with these top dogs of the Music PEI kennel. This artist, songwriter, and producer burst onto the PEI scene in 2018, but just 2 years later had a homemade clip win Best Folk Video at the Canadian Independent Music Video Awards. Starting at Self-Taught and moving on to Classically Trained, his first full EP, On Time, got him named New Artist of the Year by Music PEI in 2022. This year, the musician who encompasses genres in his music and bends genders in his imagery takes 2 Music PEI trophies, Digital Presence of the Year and Pop Recording of the Year. Highlighting the latter category, here's queer artist Noah Malcolm with Feel the Same on iTunes.
And he can't be contained, but what does that mean? Friends or lovers remains to be seen, but we both feel the same. Yeah, we both feel the same. Wouldn't exactly be surprising if I called you my forever, but we don't know how to bring it up, but we both feel the same. Can you feel it there? Just hanging in the air. Baby, I'm aware we both feel the same. Yeah, we both feel the same. Don't wanna rush it, we can keep it lax. Wouldn't call us opposites, but we do attract. Body language is doing the work of 1,000 words a minute, and I wanna stay in it, 'cause we both feel the same. Can you feel it there? Just hanging in the air. Baby, I'm aware we both feel the same. Yeah, we both feel the same.
Snakes in the grass, but I walk through.
Walk through.
Gold is the goal that I walk to.
Walk to.
Regardless of the troubles that I go through.
Go through.
God is the first that I talk to.
Talk to.
Ups and downs, what you know about
What
it?
you know about it?
Struggle and hustle, I know all about it.
All about it.
Pull out the gun and catch a body.
Catch a
I
body.
pull out the pen and touch a body. Hey. Blessings on blessings on blessings, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not the one for your testing, nah. Blessings on blessings on blessings, yeah. Feeling amazing, yeah. Blessings on blessings on blessings, yeah. I'm not the one for your testing, nah. Blessings on blessings on blessings, yeah. Feeling amazing. Bless up, bless up.
We pray for more energy.
Bless up, bless up.
We pray for our enemies.
Bless up, bless up.
We pray for more energy.
Bless up, bless up.
We pray for our
Hey, I say
enemies.
bless up, bless up.
We pray for more energy.
Bless up, bless up.
We pray for our enemies.
Bless up, bless up.
We pray for more energy.
Tell the root, tell 'em. Hey.
Aye. So, this now root and a low-key anthem, giving you vibes that the show-key man them, giving me eyes and a low-key tandem. I'm feeling thick ties and I know she wants it. No bad vibes, my guy, rebuke it and throw it where now.
Far away.
I bet far away.
I tell them far away.
I bet far away.
Sizzling.
Like a meat in a pot, we are fizzling. Hit the record, it's on camera. No problem, I'm a general. You got one girl, I got several. So no bragging, you can settle down. Haba, Malamuba, Nakashiga, Kwanabiu. Okay, so, sir, as you can see, I'm doing some rapping. I'm tapping energy, sapping and dressing, looking and feeling godly in a Bentley, gently, not slowly, but hastily. When I floor the beat now, I am dripping like a faucet on my closet with a big golf shed. Has a really big tool shed. So now what I sabi break bread and the music just a boss head. But enough said, bro, you are God sent.
Nah, you are God sent.
No, you are God sent.
Nah, you are God sent.
Okay, we are all God sent.
Yeah, we are all God sent.
Yeah, we are all God sent.
We are all God sent.
Yeah, we are all God sent.
Yeah. So, bless up, bless up.
We pray for more energy.
Bless up, bless up.
We pray for our enemies.
Bless up, bless up.
We pray for more energy.
Bless up, bless up.
We pray for our enemies. We pray for more energy. We pray for our enemies. We pray for more energy.
Bless up, bless up.
We pray for our enemies too. We pray for more energy too. We pray for our enemies too. We pray for more energy too. We pray for our enemies too. We pray for more energy too. We pray for our enemies too. We pray for more energy. We pray for more energy too. We pray for our enemies too. We pray for more energy too. We pray for more energy too. We pray for our enemies too. We pray for more energy too. We pray for our enemies too. We pray for more energy too. We pray for our enemies too. We pray for more energy.
C. Ruth, Tamara Steele and Mark Steele, Jonathan Holmes, Loic Nyansenga, and Siddharth Sachidananda. Together they are the Umbrella Collective, whom you just heard on iTunes. Their album Welcome to Studio UC has been awarded both R&B Soul Recording of the Year and Rap Hip Hop Recording of the Year for Music PEI, and that was Bless Up, my personal favorite track from this collection. UC's 6 members span 3 decades and 3 continents, which explains why their fusion of reggae, neo-soul, and Afrobeat work so well. Next step, the ECMAs, for which this collective is also nominated. What past, present, and future Music PEI nominees and award winners are taking stages all over the island in the next couple of weeks? I thought you'd never ask. Point thine ears in my direction, and then we'll wrap things up with the final 2 awards. Gonna skip doing an interview this week, but I think you can tell why. Thursday, March 14th, it's the Songwriter Circle with Alicia Toner, Catherine McClellan, and Liam Corcoran at the Trailside Music Hall. Also on the 14th, Island Jazz tribute to Mingus featuring Adam Hill at Baba's Lounge. Friday, March 15th, it's Nathan Wiley at the Scott McCauley Performing Arts Center in Summerside, the Beaconsfield Winter Concert Series with Julie Pelissier Lush at the Beaconsfield, and St. Paddy's Day weekend kickoff with the Devil's Punch Bowl, Trevor Lowell Clements and the Barn Cat Poetry Beat, and more at Baba's Lounge. Saturday, March 16th, Patty's in the Parlor featuring Michael Pendergast and friends at King's Playhouse in Georgetown. Looking into next week, March 17th, St. Patrick's Day with the Fabulously Rich at the Trailside. March 20th, it's the Jack Pine Folk Club featuring Shane Pendergast, Fair Deal Exchange, Corrine Gallant, and poet Andrew McInnes at the Poorhouse. March 21st, Island Bluegrass featuring Liam Corcoran is at Baba's Lounge. March 22nd, it's Holland College SOPA Winter Concert Series at the Florence Simmons Performance Hall in Charlottetown. March 23rd, it's Route 225 featuring Trinity Bradshaw at the Trailside, and also on the 23rd, Country Classics with Nick Donoff at King's Playhouse in Georgetown. Okay, we've only got 2 categories left, and I've tried to group these in an order like the Grammys might do, so that leaves, well, let's start with this one. Music PEI's Single of the Year. The artist who can lay claim of victory to it is a Charlottetown native who recorded a debut album all the way back in 1995. If I tell you much more, I'm going to give myself away, and you can't blame a guy for trying to create some build-up to these things. But the aforementioned victorious single is only the musical companion to a chart-topping forthright memoir. Neither are For the Birds. You got it now? Tara McLean takes Single of the Year for Sparrow, and it nests right here on iTunes.
Spent my life looking for a missing piece, desperate for some release. I heard a call from deep inside. I was lonely, I was tired, I was empty, uninspired. I hit a wall. Something held me, showed me to myself. Spent last night looking for you in my bed, but you left before I said that you could go. Scream and shout till I'm pity partied out. It's looking more like I'm about to be alone. Something changed me, saved me from myself. It's the arrow in the bow, the sparrow and the song, the marrow in the bone. Nothing's unforgivable when you let go. Spent my money on a guitar and a pen and a book to write it in so I could find. All along I was just missing a song. I had everything I needed all this time. Somehow I am
Concluding this Music PEI Award winners edition of Isletunes, that's the East Pointers, who took Album of the Year for their EP Safe in Sound. Meshing trad style with pop and folk, adding in some electronic elements for good measure, this was their first recording since the passing of member Cody Chasen in 2022. Fellow East Pointers Tim Chasen and Jake Charon picked up the work they had done with Cody up until that time and finished it. So I would say this Music PEI honor is as much for Cody as it is for them. I purposely played their track Code's Jig to emphasize that. Can you even believe the Music PEI Awards are over? Hopefully you got to at least one of the events, and I hope you've enjoyed these last two All Music PEI All the Time episodes of Isletunes. Last week the nominees, this week the winners. Couldn't play everyone within the course of the show, but I can pick up the slack by telling you who won the other Music PEI honors. Achievement in Classical Music, the Sirens Choral Association. The Leo Chevery Community Contributor of the Year, the Mi'kmaq Heritage Actors. Educator of the Year, Alan Dowling. Industry Person of the Year, Alyssa Gallant. Lifetime Achievement Award, Chris Rumbanis. Live Music Production Professional of the Year, Sergei Varlamov. Live Sector Award, the Canada Games Illumination Festival. Musician of the Year, Hannah Melanson. Recording Sector Award, Colin Buchanan. And the Rooted to the Island Award went to Jen Grant. I'd like to present Music PEI with two Isletunes Awards. Best Collaborator for helping to make these past two episodes what they were and for making them possible. And the Best Trust Award for having faith in me that I'd keep the winners list needed to get this installment together private. I didn't tell a soul, like I said. I couldn't. I swore on my Madonna collection that I wouldn't. And if you know me at all, you know that's a pretty big damn deal. Just the AMJ way of saying thank you to Music PEI, especially Rob Oakey and Alicia Toner for working with me the last couple of weeks. It's going to be so weird going back to regularly scheduled programming with this podcast, but go back we must. And in the interim, I've gotten my hands on music from even more artists, and I've been champing at the bit to play them for you. Yes, that's champing, not chomping. It's a horse harness thing. The more you know. Listening to Isletunes on YouTube? Well, subscribe then, won't ya? That way you get hipped every time a new episode goes up. Plus, it helps grow the channel. You can help grow the show by sharing episodes on your socials. Isletunes may not cover Prince Edward Island like The Guardian, but it can sure cover it like the World Wide Web. Does anybody even say that anymore? Well, technically, www still goes in front of every domain. Going back to socials, of course, Isletunes is on Instagram and Facebook, where I post links to where you can buy the music that you hear on the show. Given this delightful dozen of artists are now all award-winning, I think you'd be champing at the bit to snatch those MP3s up, or CDs. Some of these guys even have vinyl. Said links are also posted up to isletunes.ca. If you like this podcast and want to comment on it, you can do so by voicemail at 902-807-4250 or by ye old email at amj@isletunes.ca. If you don't like this podcast, you can just reach out the same way. And that especially goes if you've got some vintage PEI records or cassettes hanging about. I've just dubbed some off in the last little while. Or if you'd like to contribute to a show opening by recording yourself saying an island catchphrase. That's what comedian Tanya Nicole did. You heard her at the top. Musical contribution to the Isletunes theme by Kaylin McCauley and John Hashem. Show concept by Rocky O'Neill. Coordination assistance by Jackie Robichaux. I'm Adam Michael James, and as far as the Music PEI Awards are concerned, the curtain is closing, the lights are going down, and the seats are being folded up until next year. Me, I've got another episode to do next week, and I hope you'll tune in for that as well. Does one tune in to a podcast? It'll be St. Patrick's Day, so we'll throw a little Irish homage in there. Plus, you'll hear an island classic from the Terry Hattie Group and a musical melange by New Island group Cobble Road. As the Isletunes promo material states, over here it's all genres, all decades, all inclusive, and all PEI. So be here for that. Thank you for listening, and until we meet again through sound waves and digital displays, be good. And if you can't be good at it. See yous next week.